Carmen Lawrence, who's the former Premier of Western Australia. So Carmen, what motivated you to accept opening today's ceremony?
Well, I guess as a Member of Parliament, I've been made very well aware of the very significant work that interpreters and translators do. I mean, we couldn't conduct business in many parts of the world. We couldn't undertake diplomacy, the work that they do in relation to migration, and of course the very important work that I, as a reader, enjoy of excellent translations of literature and non-fiction, for that matter, from other parts of the world. So I'm very well aware of the fact that we rely on translation and interpretation, often unknowingly, but the international community which we're part wouldn't be possible without it.
And in your experience, where have you seen the importance of interpreters or translators?
Well, I guess as a local member, often it was the case that people needed to have interpreters, for instance, when their first language wasn't English and they needed assistance with visa applications, for example, or a medical service or introduction to education. So when people first come to Australia particularly, they need good interpreters and good translation. Obviously, as a Premier and as a Minister, I had cause to use interpreters in travelling around the world, making sure that we had accurate understanding of what people were saying to us and vice versa. And, of course, I've watched in various parts of the world where interpretation has been done poorly by people who are not properly qualified, and how that can lead to serious misunderstanding.
So did you have any funny experiences with translators in your experience in politics?
Yes, once meeting with a Japanese corporation who had an interest in West Australian iron ore, they were complaining to me about the high prices that were being asked by Australian mining companies. And most of the discussion had been conducted in English. It was fairly obvious that they spoke pretty good English. But in the course of a break in the conversation, one of them turned to one of his colleagues and said in Japanese, or spoke to him in Japanese, and the interpreter who was with me, who I've just discovered was here at the conference today, she translated what he had said very quietly, which was basically that they regarded themselves as having the best end of the deal. And in fact, she reminded me today that he said it was a gold mine. So that rather changed the calibre of and the tone of the negotiations.